welcome back to This Gathered Schoolhouse. Today I am sharing with you guys my curriculum choices for 2018-2019 school year. I feel like you should probably get a cup of coffee or tea or whatever. I'm not telling you what to do with your life. I'm just telling you that this is going to be a really long video because I have 5 children that I am homeschooling this year. So we are completely changing things up. We have completely switched over to all new curriculum this year. Is there anything we're doing the same from last year? I don't think so. I don't think so. Every single thing we're doing this year is brand new, which may seem crazy. Like suddenly I'm gonna homeschool all 5 of my kids and we're gonna do all new curriculum, but I'm super excited about it. And I think that makes a huge difference. And the kids are excited about it. Camera didn't wanna work. It was like, I'm not game for this. I don't wanna do this. This is gonna take a long time. That's a good thing when kids are excited about curriculum, in my opinion. Let's just jump in. So the curriculum we've chosen to use this year is The Good and the Beautiful. If you watch a lot of homeschooling videos on YouTube, you probably have heard a lot of hoopla about this. There's a lot of people who really love it. And that was really like, it kind of drew me in. And I have a few homeschooling mamas here on YouTube that I really like, I would say follow, but I feel like if I'm being honest, it's more like stalk. So yeah. When I saw that they were using this and sort of how they were using it, I got really excited because here's the deal. We don't use things cover to cover in the traditional way that they are always meant to be used. We like to kind of do our own thing, and I'm a lot like Serena here on YouTube. I'm gonna talk about her in like every video. That's gonna make me seem like a pathetic fangirl, but I don't care because I love her and I'm gonna leave her channel link down below. But she does this as well, where she uses curriculum as sort of the spine and then fills in with additional resources, her own research, pulling things in, adding things in. And over the years, I've discovered that that is what works best for us. I just don't think one curriculum is ever gonna be everything that you want. So we have to do a lot of filling in, especially, I'm just gonna be honest, when it comes to history curriculum, because history books like to spit shine things and make them sound a little bit prettier and in a nicer little package than they probably actually were and happened. So anyways, that's a tangent that I'm not gonna go on. So I ordered level 1 of The Good and the Beautiful Language Arts. The reason that I love this curriculum so much, at least at this point, the idea of it, is that it covers so many things in one curriculum. So I love that The Good and the Beautiful incorporates phonics, reading, spelling, writing, literature, grammar and punctuation, and even some art appreciation into one curriculum. This is level 1. Let me know if you guys would like to see a more in-depth flip through of these. But for example, level 1 comes with this book. The really neat thing to know about this curriculum, and I feel like I have to be careful as to not assume that you guys know about it because I have watched so many videos, maybe you haven't and don't know as much about it. But the levels 1 through 5 are available for free to download at The Good and the Beautiful's website. So I will leave that link down below. I chose to pay to have them bound and sent to me, but look at some of the artwork that's in here. It's so beautiful. Go read on your own, do a little more research about The Good and the Beautiful. I'm not here to tell you what to do, I'm just telling you what we are doing. Beautiful. It is beautiful. So I initially thought that I would be able to use this with my son Noah, but he is not ready for level 1. So it turns out that the levels do not actually correspond to grades. So it's not like level 1 is meant for 1st grade, level 2 is meant for 2nd grade. There is a placement test on their website where you can go, have your child take the assessment, and then it will tell you what level to start them at. And it also lets you know to not freak out if your 4th grader or 3rd grader tests into needing level 2. It's okay. This is a very comprehensive curriculum, and the idea is that it leaves no gaps for your children. It fills in all those gaps that other curriculums sometimes leave, which is why your older child might test into a lower level of this. Because I am completely ridiculous and the curriculum is so affordable compared to stuff we've used in the past, I actually ordered all the levels, because we will be pulling from all of the levels. I'm not just gonna be like, okay, here you go, here's your one book, you do it. We are gonna try to do this a a little more family style with my older girls. The younger kids, so my older girls are, and I say this with air quotes because I just don't like love the like. So my older girls will be going into 6th and 4th grade. So my hope is to do a lot of things sort of together with them. And I'm just gonna see how it goes, guys. I'm winging it. So the Good and the Beautiful though is what we're doing language arts wise for everybody across the board. It comes with a course book and then it comes with readers. And for example, level 1 has just this one reader and you read it twice. And then other levels have 2 readers, companion books. You should definitely go check it out if you are interested in learning more about the Good and the Beautiful. But that is what we are doing for language arts, spelling, writing, grammar, all the things. Now, another curriculum that we will be using family style is the Good and the Beautiful's history curriculum. Woohoo! I really like how they have set up history. They have a 4-year block kind of thing for history. And each year, so instead of doing like one whole year, we were going to do story of the world. And instead of doing like one whole year of ancient history, one whole year of Renaissance, Middle Ages, instead of doing it like that, they cover sort of 4 different time periods each year. So they cover Unit 1 is ancient history, Unit 2 is the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, Unit 3 is the French and Indian War through the Revolutionary War, and Unit 4 is the Victorian era, the history of flight, and the Cold War era. So this curriculum is that covers sort of all those time periods with an emphasis on US history. That's how it is set up. I like that. I have not used it yet, so I can't tell you like how I feel about it entirely. It comes with the course book, and then it comes with the big book of history stories. This is where the Good and the Beautiful really shines with these history stories. As far as the artwork and stuff in these books go, it's just, I mean, come on. It's gorgeous. So I'm very excited to use that. And then there's also the keys of history. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right now. I've never loved Christian history curriculum, and I'm sorry if it like offends you, but I don't love the sort of, like I said, wrapping it up in a pretty little bow and making everything seem like it was like this person was a hero and this. I don't love that. So we do a lot of truth seeking and teaching my kids how to really assess these sort of stories that are just passed down. That could make a whole nother video about that, and sort of the ways in which we will use this as the bones, but we will do a lot of adding in on our own to make sure that we are giving a full picture of history. One of the things I do is at the beginning of the year, I go through and set out what my goals are for each of my children. What do I want them to know, learn, expand on, whatever, by the end of this school year? And that's sort of how I assess what they are going to be doing. It's based on the goals I have set for them. So for Jonah, he is going to be doing the Good and the Beautiful's pre-K curriculum. It has an activity pack. And let me know, like I said, if you guys want to see more in-depth flip throughs of each of these, I will show you, but I will leave everything linked down below as well. These are the little letter flip through books that come with it. Their pre-K curriculum is so adorable. For him this year, it's all about letter recognition, letter sounds, numbers, some basic math and adding, subtracting, that kind of thing, just very basic math. And really just sort of pre-reading stuff, making sure he knows letters, sounds, all of that. Now, Rosie is also going to be doing the pre-K curriculum with Jonah. For her, again, we've gone through and laid out a list of goals. When she was at the school, she had her IEP, so we kind of know what her goals are, where she needs to be, or where we're hoping to get her to. So she is going to be doing the pre-K curriculum with Jonah. We'll be working on sign language with her, not expecting her to be fluent, but just working on her signs. She actually knows a ton of them. So we're going to be working on increasing her sign language knowledge, and she will continue also with her speech therapy, which we are doing privately instead of through the school now. So she will be doing speech therapy. So with Rosie, our goals are the same as for any of our children. It's just that those things may take her a little bit longer. She's about to turn 7 years old, but she's much more at the level of like a 3-year-old, maybe 4-year-old at this point, 3 to 4-year-old. So we are working at her level and helping her to learn at her pace and her level. So she will be doing pre-K stuff with Jonah this year. I also got all of the kids these nature notebooks from The Good and the Beautiful. I really love, we love to do nature journaling, and these are great. Again, to give it some structure, flower parts, just to give it some structure for when we go on a hike or a walk, and I want the kids to bring these in their backpacks with their art supplies. I can show you guys that, but that way we can, when we're done and we're gonna sit down and have a snack, we can work on a page in here, we can paint something, draw something. Again, I plan to share sort of how we do all of that stuff. Now, Noah, he is our child that went to public school for kindergarten and did not have a great kindergarten year academically. And so we are just kind of going back and trying to see, we're just trying to fill in gaps for him and sort of figure out where he is naturally and what's a good fit for him. I'm sort of a firm believer in like just letting kids go at their own pace, which is one of the beauties of homeschooling. So yeah, I think this will be good for him this year. So he is doing The Good and the Beautiful handwriting level 1. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's got letter practice and then also a little coloring thing at the bottom, which is great, especially for younger kiddos. He also has his nature notebook. And then he is going to be doing when we did the Good and the Beautiful testing, like I said, I thought maybe he would be ready for level 1. But he actually, we needed to go back to, so they have pre-K, primer K, kindergarten, and level 1. He actually really needed to go to the level K primer. So this has, I think, like 36 lessons or something like that, 35 or 36. Hang on, babe. This has 35 or 36 lessons in it. And so my hope is that he will sort of breeze through this in the first few months of school, and then we will move him to their level K. Like I said, their curriculum is very in-depth and sort of robust. And so I just want to make sure that we're not pushing him based on what he needs. He needs a lot of wins in school. He needs a lot of wins. So we're gonna start with stuff that should be easy and build confidence, and then move him on to the stuff that will take a little more work. And then it also has like my first reading book. Super cute. So cute. So I'm hoping, like I said, this will build confidence for him and get him ready to move on to the K level just within the first few months of school. All right, and for math, he is going to be doing The Good and the Beautiful. This is their new kindergarten math curriculum. The way they work is sort of over a course of time, over a period of time, they release new levels. So right now, this is their very first level of math that they have released, which is the level K math. So this actually comes with 2 course books like this, 2 thick course books. Yeah, so it's got all kinds of different stuff in here, and like I said, 2 course books for that, as well as a math activity box, which this has sort of all their manipulatives and stuff in it. You can see that. Again, let me know if you want a full sort of walkthrough of the math curriculum. Again, I can't really review it until we've used it, but I could show you through it, like details and everything that comes in it and all that. So let me know if you want to see that. But that's what he's doing for math. My 2 oldest girls, like I said, we're gonna be doing as much of the same or family style as we can with them. Obviously, certain subjects, you can't do that. But they are both gonna be doing typing 1. This is from The Good and the Beautiful, their typing program. So they're both gonna be doing that. And then they are both doing The Good and the Beautiful's handwriting. And as I previously mentioned, also the language arts, The Good and the Beautiful language arts. And they both have nature notebooking things. And then my oldest, I decided to try this with her first. Writing is something that we have decided to approach very, very, very slowly with our kids because we just want to build confidence. Writing can be really challenging. It can be really challenging to write well when you don't understand all the rules of grammar and things like that. So we've decided to approach writing really slow with our kids. So this is the Creative Writing Notebook, again from The Good and the Beautiful. And it just has sort of writing prompts, all kinds of different ways that kids can sort of work through and creatively write. And this is something that I just feel really good about letting them sort of develop writing skills a little more slowly. so that they can be confident with it. And then for math, I don't have it here to show you because it's online. We are going to be doing teaching textbooks again this year. We did teaching textbooks last year and the year before. We've done teaching textbooks for a couple of years, but this is the first year we're going to be using their new online setup. I just really like it. Why do you have to scratch yourself? Right there. Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna forget something, but for science, we are gonna be doing different units this year. So we're using a lot of the good and the beautiful units as sort of, again, our spine and then building off of them. Let me know if you would like to see a video on sort of how we create units, but the first one we're going to be doing is the human body, and I really like these units because you are able to use them for K through 6, and it sort of gives you tips in here on how to teach it to older children, how to really like beef it up if you need to beef it up, or sort of tailor it down for the younger children. So I am very excited about this. We will be taking, like, the human body has 10 lessons. We are going to be really, like I said, taking that lesson and just expanding on it in our own research and adding in resources and stuff like that. So we will be taking a couple of months to do each unit. And so we will be doing this year, my plan is to do the human body, then do space, then do, I think we're going to do weather, and then arthropods. I think was my plan for this year, but I'm not 100% and I'm flexible with that. So this is what we are doing starting right now for science though. And they do have chemistry and, you know, all kinds of different units, but this is what we're going to start with for now. Again, that is family style so that we can do as many things together as possible. For Bible, we are not using a set curriculum. That's something that, again, I sat down and made a list of goals for my kids, what I wanted them to learn this year from the Bible. And then we will sort of be pulling and picking and choosing and developing our own curriculum based on our personal goals for Bible. So our looping basket, which is behind me right there, we are going to be focusing on drawing the United States, memorizing the presidents, and some work with artists and sort of learning about specific artists. So that is the plan for that. Again, I can go into more detail if you want. This video would be 400 years. It already is 400 years long. It would be even longer if I went into detail about everything. So let me know if you'd like to see a separate video about our looping basket, what it is, why we do it, how we do it, all that kind of stuff. That's the focus for that though. And I think I've covered everything. Gosh, I'm sure somebody's gonna be like, what about that? And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that. So that is kind of the plan for what we are doing for everybody this year. I hope that I didn't forget anything, and I hope all that makes sense. And just let me know down in the comments, like I said, if you want me to expand on anything or do flip throughs and show you more details about different parts of the curriculum, I'm happy to do that. Just let me know. Hi. Like I said though, we are really excited about this year. The kids are really excited about this year. And I can't wait to take you guys along and share more. And I love the homeschooling community here on YouTube. It's such an awesome community. So I'm really excited about this channel and excited to sort of be more part of the homeschooling community here. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if you enjoyed it. And yeah, like I said, links to everything I can will be linked down below so that you can go find things, look, check them out for yourself. But we are really excited about our choices for this year as our bones, and then we will expand on them from there. So, all right, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.